Welcome back to 3 Point Lines. I'm Noor Zainab, and you guys, we are winding down. Next week starts the play-in. We have 2 more days of NBA games remaining. I'm still at 55%, hoping to maybe try to hopefully somehow get that 56 before the play-in starts. And I'm going to need every single hands on deck, prayer on board. Let's just jump right into it. It's the Wizards and the Knicks. If you don't know already, Kyle Kuzma is still ruled out for tonight's game for the Wizards, so you're not going to have anyone on that side to really replicate what the Knicks can do on offense. Knicks do not have Julius Randle. He's expected to miss the remainder of the season at this point. However, they still have Barrett, they still have Quincy, they still have Fournier, and those guys can still get those shots up. I will go with the Knicks in this one. It's the Pistons and the Bucks. And if you're wondering why the Bucks are not favored here to blow out the Pistons, it means you have not been watching Detroit Pistons with Cade Cunningham after the All-Star break. They have been on fire, and if they're not beating teams, they're at least covering the spread. However, this is a spot the Bucks need to shine at. We're about to hit the playoffs. They are the defending champions, and they're going to go into it with the confidence of the defending champions. So in this matchup, it's a small spread. I think the Bucks can cover it. Give me Giannis and Milwaukee. Rockets and the Raptors. Yes, the Raptors played last night against Philly and they won that, but they were playing at home. And tonight's game is also at home, so there's no rest factor, there's no fatigue factor there. And you're playing the Rockets, one of the worst teams in the league in the NBA. I understand the spread is big and people might be inclined not to take it. However, the Raptors have been on fire and their main guys have been off the charts. You're not going to see Fred VanVleet tonight, but you will see Pascal Siakam, who has been playing like an NBA superstar, all-star, all-NBA, everything. Give me the Raptors, and let's get ready for the playoffs. Another game you should keep your eyes on are the Nets and the Cavaliers. The Cavs will not have Jared Allen back for this one, which will allow the Nets to go feast in the paint. However, Evan Mobley is a game time decision, but even if he does play, I'm assuming he will be on minutes restriction. And if that's the case against KD and Kyrie, not looking good for the Cavaliers. Give me the Brooklyn Nets. Bulls and the Hornets. Yes, the Hornets are not a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference, which happens to be the Chicago Bulls' kryptonite, but they still have a ton of offense. And on the other side, the Bulls might not have Levine or Caruso for this one. And the way they've been playing recently, I don't really have a lot of trust with this Bulls team. I'm going to go with the Hornets. The Hawks and the Heat. This game is in Miami, Florida. If you would believe it, the Hawks are actually favored here. And this might be the after effect of what's happened between Jimmy Butler and Coach Eric Spoelstra. And while that was going on, they lost 4 straight games. However, things seem to have healed. They have since been on a 5-game winning streak. And with the playoffs so close now, I think they try to get their gear intact. They've got the Kyle Lowry effect in the leadership and everything on the floor. I'm going to go with Miami. Give me the Heat. It's the tanking Blazers and the Mavericks. If you ever see the Blazers against a team and they are underdogs there by 20 points or something, just take it. That's the Blazers effect. They just blew out to the Pelicans the other day. It was a 30-point loss, and you only have maybe 2 more games of this remaining. So get on that now. Mavericks, Luka, Dinwiddie, they will make sure that they cover the spread tonight. Give me Dallas. Let's look at the Suns and the Utah Jazz. The Suns are underdogs here, and that's because the game is played in Utah, one of the toughest environments in the NBA for anyone to play at. However, the Suns are intact, they're healthy, and they're 31-9 on the road. This game should be close, down to the wire, but I'm going to ride with the best team in the league. Give me the Phoenix Suns. Last game of the night, and this may very well be the second last game of the season that the Lakers play overall. They take on OKC tonight. They are favored by -5.5, and I'm going to take the Lakers. OKC do not have anybody. They're without Giddey. They're without Shea, and Lakers might not be suiting up LeBron for this one, or Westbrook, or Anthony Davis, but they still have enough guys on their roster to get this win over OKC. It's not a big spread, guys. It's almost a 2-possession spread. Lakers can do this. And if they don't, this is why they're not in the playoffs. Give me the Lakers. This has been 3 Point Lines, a very second last day of this episode. We only have 1 more to go, and I cannot wait to see what happens. Playoffs start next week, and I'll be right there with you once the playoffs have begun with my favorite picks against the spread and my favorite team to win a series. Can't wait to get started. See you here the whole time. I'm Noor Zainab, and this is 3 Point Lines.